All right, we're live.
Hey guys, welcome to the webinar. So we got some people coming on, and Jeremy and I are really excited about what we got to train you guys tonight. It's going to be pretty awesome. So we've done some introductions. Let's just jump right into it, Jeremy. Let's show them what we got.
That's awesome. Yeah, we got a lot of people here, so we're really excited about this. So what I'm going to do, guys, real quickly is just share my screen, and we'll pop this up. All right, Andrew, let me know. Actually, hang on one second, buddy. I have to click share. Okay. Let me know.
All right, your screen's tiling out. Looks great.
Awesome. And let me just double check it over here. I'll make sure you guys can see the screen. Sometimes, guys, Google just goes back and forth, so we'll make sure it's locked in. All right. Cool.
Yeah, we got a lot of people here that are excited to see what we got. So good stuff. Let's jump into it.
All right, Andrew, I'm up.
Okay, cool. So here's the big webinar objective. This is really the goal for this whole webinar. We're going to teach you how to recruit 3 to 5 people per week into your business, any business, whatever that is, on a zero marketing budget. And we've proven that this works. That's what we're going to show you. You're going to want to take some notes.
That's right.
All right, now at the end of the webinar, I should mention there's a free PDF. It's a blueprint to generating Facebook leads. We're going to give you that link to the PDF, so stick around to the end after we've done the training.
All right, guys. So again, we want you to kind of know who we are. My name is Jeremy Barnett, and I've earned multiple 6 figures in multiple companies. I've been working full-time from home for the last 15 years. It's been amazing. One of the things that I've really excelled in is creating marketing systems for other network marketing and affiliate companies. And one in particular stands out where it actually hit in the top 4,000 most visited sites in the world. So we know a little bit about traffic generation and, and online marketing. So we're definitely qualified to be sharing with you the information we're going to be sharing with you today here. But one of the things I was really proud of is in 2007, I was actually partnered with a guy, and we created one of the first video social networks in 2007. Obviously, we got away from that. Facebook did it better, right? And so we're going to actually be training on that today. But I've been a public speaker and trainer in many network marketing events. And also, I've really had a lot of success doing online webinars and trainings like this. So I wanted to give you guys a little information just about who I am, but I want you guys to understand one of the things that really drives me is my son, Christian, who actually was diagnosed with autism. He's almost 7 years old now. So for the last 5 years, my wife and I have been battling, different remedies, different, homeopathy approaches to help him out. And it was really kind of a scary thing for us in the beginning because we didn't understand it. We didn't know. And one of the things I'm really thankful for is being able to be at home with him because, when someone has autism, you can't just, send them to daycare. They don't understand that. I mean, people do it because they have no choice. They have to work. But I was fortunate to be able to stay home with him and really give him the attention and the care that he needs because I was able to always be around. And I'm just so thankful for that. I wanted to share that with you guys because if you guys want, I'm sure that a lot of you guys that are watching this webinar, you dream about actually being able to stay at home full-time with your family. That's a picture of us down there at Outer Banks, North Carolina. We were teaching him how to surf. That's me and my brother. We just got back. So we love to travel, and that's one of the great things about this industry is being able to just pick up and go whenever you want. So I just wanted to share with a little bit about you, myself, and what I'm going to do is turn it over to Andrew real quick so you guys can get a chance to meet him real quick.
Yeah, so you guys probably know who I am. If there are people on here who don't, my name is Andrew Murray. That's Marie Torres, my wife. They're holding the bonus check in the bottom right-hand corner. And we've actually recruited over 200 personal people into different businesses a year, in multiple opportunities using paid marketing, free marketing, whole bunch of things. We really go in and dominate when we do a business. In 2013, I actually had the best selling Facebook product on the entire JVZoo platform. So that's one of the major, digital platform networks where people sell products. We had the top product on that in 2013 that was teaching about Facebook and how to market on Facebook. became the number 4 all-time recruiter in Visalis Sciences. 6-year-old company. I went in and, in just 6-7 months, became number 4 all-time recruiter, over 180,000 reps, and I was number 4. And I've been the top recruiter in multiple opportunities. I've earned over $100,000 in less than a month. Guys, that will change you. And if you put your dreams to making that happen, it will happen for you. I've also been consistently on affiliate leaderboards. So if you're from the affiliate leaderboard world, you probably know who I am from that area. And I have actually taught marketing at live events in 3 different countries. I've been all over the world. Here are some pictures of me, with some awards, speaking on stage at the No Excuses event. I've spoken on stage a few times there. And in the top picture, that's actually the Eiffel Tower, the real one, not the one in Las Vegas. That's the one in Paris. So we've been to, had been blessed to have been all over the world. We've been to Paris. We've been to, Panama and Central America. We've been to all across the States. My son, he says his favorite place to visit is Las Vegas because we've been there so many times. The Grand Canyon, Hong Kong, China, the Philippines, England. We've been very blessed. And one of the great things about being able to do that and to have this lifestyle where you can do whatever you want is that you have that freedom and that flexibility. You know what I mean? Marie and I, we homeschool our son, so we're always with him, and it's just such a blessing to be able to do that. And we're excited what we got to teach you today.
Awesome. So what we're going to do, guys, is by the end of this webinar, you're going to be able to know and understand how to recruit 3 to 5 people per week into your business. Doesn't matter what kind of business it is. Preferably in the network marketing space. That's what we're going to focus on today, on a 0 marketing budget using probably the highest trafficked website in the world, which is Facebook. So we've been working on this stuff for years, perfecting it, and we're excited to be sharing this with you here tonight. So what we're going to do is cover the 101 basics of organic marketing on Facebook. And so here's what we're going to learn: how to attract people to you and build a following of 20 to 30 new targeted prospects per day, not per week, per day. We're going to show you how to do that. That's going to be the first part that we're going to cover. How to immediately stand out and command attention. This is very important because a lot of people are doing this wrong. They're spamming links. They're doing all this kind of stuff. We want to show you how to really become attractive to where you're going to draw people in based on your attraction. And we're going to show you how to do that. How to automatically attract people to want to engage and work with you. This is key. And the awesome sauce here is the 20-minute blueprint that you can implement daily and close 3 to 5 new business people per week into any business opportunity. So that's it. Let's do it. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and minimize this out, get over here. Okay, so here we are on Facebook, and Andrew, you can still see my screen, correct?
Yep, I see. I see you got some surfing ambitions there, buddy.
Yeah, man, we're looking at some new surfboards this week, and that's the cool thing. We actually just moved to Florida about 1.5 years ago, so we're loving it down here. Mm-hmm. Now, it's awesome, and you're getting ready to turn on the heat up there in Canada. So it's going to be awesome. So, guys, really, Facebook, I've been doing this activity for the last 5 years. So the first thing that we want to dive into is, first of all, right now is a great time to grab a pen and a piece of paper, or maybe a number 2 pencil from one of your kids at school so you can erase any mistakes that you make taking notes today. Little joke. But what we want to do, guys, is we want you to understand 3 simple principles today. That's because we got a lot to cover, so we're going to go kind of fast. So make sure that you take good notes. Now, the first thing that we talked about is how to engage and get 20 to 30 new friends a day. And I don't mean just friends of any walk of life or any niche, okay? We're talking about people that you want to become friends with, because there's a strategy and a dynamic behind what you're going to be doing here on a daily basis. All right? So first things first. Let's just focus today on the network marketing industry so we can kind of zone in, and you can apply this to any other niche out there, affiliate marketing, whatever. But we're going to focus on one thing today, and then you can apply this to any kind of genre, okay? So here we go. Number one, how to attract 20 to 30 new friends a day. The best thing that you can do, and this is how Facebook works, you want to surround yourself and get involved and very engaged in highly influenced people that have a lot of activity on their pages. What do I mean by that? Well, let's pick on, I don't know, Eric Worre. I like this guy, right? He's a huge trainer in the network marketing industry. He's a public figure. He has 799,000 people that like him. Look at this, 51 shares, 1,049 people liked it, tons of comments, right? So this is a very highly followed individual in the network marketing space. So these are the kinds of people that you want to be attracted to you because they're already sold on the industry. Now it's about building a relationship with them, being attracted to them. And if for whatever reason something goes wrong in their primary company or whatever they're working on, this is where you can kind of step in and show them your solution, okay? So what you want to do, guys, is you want to follow the posts, okay? And I'm not going to do a whole lot here, but I just want you to understand that all of these posts has comments, shares, likes, etc. So here's one. The size of your success is measured by the strength of your desire, the size of your dream, and how you can handle disappointment along the way. So that's Robert Kiyosaki, right? They both kind of married together in the same industry. You know, Robert Kiyosaki is an entrepreneur. He teaches, you know, he wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So he's definitely an entrepreneur. He's definitely in the MLM mindset of, you know, being your own boss, working for yourself, right? So right here is where you kind of want to stand out. And here's how it happens. So all of these people, and this is how the Facebook algorithm works, is all of these people that are involved in this particular post are following it, and they're following this page. So what you want to do is you want to come over here and stand out. So you might actually write a 2 to 3 paragraph story about why this picture meant something to you, how it spoke to you, and maybe tell a story in your own words. What's that going to do? All of these people that are following this post are going to see that it's going to stand out because you put some thought into it. And now what will happen is all of the people that are engaged with this page of the like-minded people that you want to be friending you are going to show up. You're going to show up in their news feed after you start doing this. Facebook will make the connection that these people are important to you. You're important to them. You're connected to the same person. You guys are connected to the same kinds of stuff on this page. It's very relative. So you will show up in their news feed. And what will happen is you will start getting tons of friend requests. Let me show you guys this. I get friend requests like every day. I can't even keep up. I haven't even confirmed everybody. But look at this. This just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's because I do this activity. So I wanted to show you that I'm not, you know, just blowing smoke here. This actually happens because I'm engaging with very highly center of influenced people. And this is how it works. So understand, hopefully you wrote this down because I am kind of talking kind of fast, but that's good. You want to engage in highly influenced people that have a lot of activity on their page, and you want to make sure it's in the interest in, you know, the world that you live in, okay? If you're in network marketing, follow highly influenced trainers in the network marketing industry. Tony Robbins is a good example. Robert Kiyosaki, Dexter Yeager, you know, I'm just throwing some names out there. Zig Ziglar, all these people that's trained at these events. These are the kinds of people that have positive mindset. They're following individuals that are changing their lives through personal development in the network marketing space. So these are the people that you want. But how you stand out is be different than the rest of them. Don't just like it and say, oh, I agree with that. Really stand out. Say why you like it. Man, that really meant something to me, Eric. Thanks for sharing that. You know, let me tell you a story about blah, blah, blah. You know, make sure it's true, but that's why you want to spend 10 to 20 minutes a day, pick out about 7 or 8 highly influenced figures and practice this and watch your friends start to really, you know, your friends list and the people coming after you to friend you, watch that really start to grow. Andrew, I don't know if you wanted to comment on that real quick because I'm going to go to the second point of what happens after this. But maybe if you had anything to say about that, we're going to go into how to be attractive to them and on a second level.
Yeah, I think what you said is perfect there. You know, I would say even just a maximum of 5 people you follow, because you want to be consistent, and comment on the same group of people, because that kind of builds a momentum, like a little bit of a train. When when people see you not just comment and tell a story once, but you're in there, you're engaging. And the most important thing that you can do is really tell a story. I mean, if you can get good at just practice at relating that comment or that image to something that happened in your own life, or to a different book that you read, drawing a connection to people, because that's when you think about the web, that's all it is. It's about connections between this and that and the other thing, and that will really help you stand out and dominate.
Yep, it's about leads, guys, and this is free leads of highly targeted people that are interested in what you're doing. So understand that powerful dynamic of what just happened here. So again, find 8 to 10 highly influenced people, get in there, spend 10 to 20 minutes a day finding posts that you like and really standing out, and watch what happens over the next 30 days. And you're going to have 20 to 30 new friends a day eventually friending you. And these are like free leads of the best people. And we're going to talk about this in a little bit later in the webinar, but it's all about building relationships in this industry. Whether you're doing it online or offline, it's still about connecting with people. That's why Facebook is so powerful. So
how do you get the people, Jeremy?
What is that? How
do you start connecting with these people?
Awesome. So now that you've got the leads coming in, and they're watching your posts, and you're on you're on their radar, you're showing up in their newsfeed of you commenting and posting on the pages that they're engaged with these highly sought after, influences in the industry. Okay. Now, so you got a lot of friends. So now that you're going to be showing up in their newsfeed because they've connected with you now, because Facebook thinks you guys have a lot in common, even though you actually haven't accepted their friend request. Look at this. I haven't accepted any of these people's friend requests. Not yet. Not to saying that I'm not, but they're actually seeing my stuff. Okay. So what you want to do now is you want to kind of draw them into your world, draw them into your page. Now they're going to start following. You want them to start following your personal posts, things that are important to you. See, they've seen the things that relative to them. They're hanging out on the same page that you are. So they like Eric Worre, for example. Now that you are in their radar, you want to come over to your page and really start to speak out to your new followers or friends. Okay. How do you do that? You need to tell stories. Andrew and I are so big on storytelling because, look at commercials today. Look at advertisements. A lot of the most successful advertising in the world is telling stories of relativity. People relate with stories. So, I have 3 kids. I like to talk about my kids on Facebook and tell stories about how great it is to be an entrepreneur working for my dreams, and that's going to relate with a lot of people out there that are, maybe working a 9 to 5. If you can really speak out to those people and tell stories like, hey, like Andrew, he just went to the fair with his wife and his son like twice last week. They just do whatever they want, whenever they want. We have some of the same backgrounds. We've both been, entrepreneurs for many, many years, and we kind of make our own schedule. So I like to tell stories, not in a bragging way, but more like just here's what we did today. And it kind of really relates with those people that are really maybe shooting for that dream for themselves. And they're going to really relate with that. I got to stay home with my son today. He was sick. I didn't have to miss work because I work from home, stuff like that. But I'm just giving an example, Andrew, like maybe that's like a bad example, for example, but I like to tell stories about things that are important, things that we do, things about life experiences. Like we just went on vacation to the Outer Banks, and we spent a week with 40 of our family members in a big 10-bedroom, $1 million house. And that was one of the best memories I ever had. I came back and shared pictures and talked about that trip, and the engagement was absolutely insane. So I don't know, Andrew, but that's really what I like to do. And I think you do some of the similar things.
Yeah. I'm always sharing, personal things on Facebook. I mean, one of the worst things you can do is just spam someone with a link in your first conversation with them. That's really not how it works. You know, it's infinitely more powerful when you have people coming to you.
Absolutely. One of the things you can do, guys, if you don't really have you know, if you're drawing blanks or whatever, like I try to do this like once or twice a week, but find famous quotes of entrepreneurs that you like that are in your space. I mean, for example, I love this guy, you know, Mark Cuban. He's on the Shark Tank show. He's one of the, you know, richest men, you know, in America, right? He's a billionaire, and he's got some great things to say. So what you can do, guys, is you can actually right click and save these images and create a folder called like entrepreneur folders. And then like, you know, like, cause you don't have time to do this every day. So maybe go get 10 or 15 of these things that you really like. And then what you want to do is you can go in, and let me just do that actually. I can show you an example. I'm going to save this image like this. Okay. Save it to my desktop. All right. And then what I'm going to do over here is, you know, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add a photo, right? And there it is. Okay. And you guys have probably done this a million times, but what you want, and I'm not going to do this today because it's not thought out, but spend some time telling a story about why you agree with what he said and relating it to your own terms. So now it's like, now you have your own voice about somebody that originally crafted the quote, but you're agreeing with it, and you're also talking about why you agree with it and maybe telling a story about it. And see, that's what's going to really make you stand out, because see, length provides strength, my friends. Don't get all weirded out like, oh my gosh, I mean, nobody's going to read a 3-paragraph thing. That's not true, guys. Some of the greatest advertisements on Facebook ever are the sponsored stories that people spend a lot of money to get their stories out there. This is about you working on a free marketing budget. Remember this. We're talking about how to sponsor 3 to 5 people a week on Facebook. And here's how you're doing it. Number one, step one, we covered 20 to 30 people of like-minded individuals hanging out on highly engaged pages of, you know, center of influence people. And then, you know, standing out and being attractive by telling stories on your own wall. And now you will start to do what's called edge rank in Facebook, where now these people that started to follow you, now they're going to start liking your stuff, on your personal page, and then you're going to show up all of the time. And here's what's really cool, guys, and Andrew's going to touch on this in a second, but when you make this post and you get 10 to 20 comments or likes or whatever, pay attention to this, because we're going to move into step 3 soon. And this is how you're going to get into the prospecting phase, the 3 to 5 people a week. So you're attractive, you're different, but there's a couple more things I want to cover here. And then, and Andrew, I want you to come out and, you know, kind of tell some stories about what's happening with you when you've done this. But so that's number one. If you can't tell a story yourself, if you're drawing blanks, find some entrepreneurial quotes. And then another thing, guys, that I want to show you is, let me open up my Facebook training folder here. Here's something that nobody's doing, at least not that many people. I learned this from a friend of mine about 3 years ago, and it works like a charm. You want, remember, guys, it's about standing out from the rest of the people that they're friending that are probably in the same world, okay? So this is what we're talking about. This is step 2 of the phase of 3 to 5 people per week in your business, and this is all part of a process. Number one, always send them a, you know, if they accept your friend or they friended you, make sure you send them a message. Okay. What I like to do, and I'm just going to open this up real quick so you can see it. Hey, I see that we have some mutual friends and wanted to connect. This is like if you are going after the people, maybe they haven't friended you yet. So there's a combination of a couple things happening. Either they're coming after you by seeing your engagements, like on the Eric Worre page, so they're going to friend you automatically. But you also can step up the game a little bit, and you can go after them, but you want to be very, very, you know, nonchalant about it. Like Andrew said, not pitchy. Look, I hope your day is going well. I like to connect with people of like mind, and seem like you seem like that kind of an individual. I look forward to connecting with you. See, that's going to keep you out of what's called Facebook jail too. Like, let's say you're out there friending a lot of these followers on Eric Worre's page, for example, right? You want to send them a personal message because Facebook thinks you guys know each other. That's just the way it works. If you send them a message, you'll never get in trouble for friending people. That's a huge point that you need to understand. Number two, when they accept your friend request or they send you a friend request through the actual natural algorithm that's happening through Facebook by you connecting with that page, I like to send them a personal video. Everybody's got a smartphone today. Just make a quick little video, and this is my little script. Hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. I look forward to connecting with you in the near future. Have an absolutely blessed day. Now, let me tell you guys something. You will be in the top 1% of people that do this. Nobody does this. Now, do you guys really think that that's different? Because to me, if somebody sent me a video after I accepted their friend request, and they actually sent me a personal video. Now, you don't have to put a name in it, so you don't have to keep recording different videos. But have a canned video on your desktop and post that video to their wall. Now, if you're not good on video and that makes you like weirded out, get a caricature. Okay, this is hilarious. And this doesn't look like me at all, but it's funny. And this is going to stand out. Rock on. We're now friends, with my name. Okay, that doesn't look like me at all, but you can get one of these things done for $5 on Fiverr and you will stand out. And guess what? As Andrew always says, the way the web is connected, this will start to circulate, and all their friends that are probably following them that are in the same niche that you are, they're going to start to see this picture, and they're going to come over and want to friend you, and it's going to start a viral effect. And that's why you can see down the line how I have so many friend requests, and I just haven't even approved them yet. Andrew.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people don't know this about cartoons. Sorry, wait. It really allows people to connect with you in a way that you just totally stand out, and you're going to start leveraging on the other people that are in their newsfeed. When you add this to a new friend, so it's pretty incredible. And then once you get people connecting with you, just ask some questions. Just start engaging with them, and you will find that people out there are hungry. They're desperate for information, and you can supply them with that information if you just start asking them questions and you engage in the right way.
That's right. Absolutely. And again, guys, it's about just being attractive to them, standing out. If you send them a video, you get a cartoon character made like this, and you consistently do this method. So we're just on step 2 right now. Number 1 was getting the leads, getting the followers, how to find friends in the niche. We've covered that. Now this is about creating, your own attraction to those people that are in your field, in your wheelhouse, in your world. Okay. And so we've covered that. So hopefully you guys are taking great notes, because we're going to go into the best part of the training. And we're going to show you how to actually do the 3 to 5 sponsorships per week. And it's what I call the 20-minute, Facebook ninja method. Okay. But you got to do this first 2 parts every single day. Spend 20, 30 minutes a day. If everybody on this webinar can't spend 20 to 30 minutes a day to actually learn how to sponsor 3 to 5 people a week for free, then you're not serious about your business. Okay. I want to make that clear. Whatever your free time is, block out, certain spaces of time during the day that you can implement this strategy, especially if you don't have a marketing budget. This is really key. Okay. And to me, honestly, guys, the best people I've ever recruited in my business have been through this method. Why? Because I took the time to really get to know them. And, people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. This is something that Andrew talks about all the time, and it's so true. People want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. So what you're doing is you're really building a foundation of a relationship with them, and they don't even know what's really happening. They don't really know that you're following a formula in a sequence, okay? Now, number 3 is this is how, what I like to call, the 20-minute Facebook method. This is where you're going to be able to get into their lives and build a relationship and be able to send them your link to your webinar, to your sizzle video for your company, whatever it is that you're doing. So let's break down into step 3 of the formula right now. And I made this little document for everybody. So what you want to do, guys, and remember when we talked about And step two, where you're making comments, you're making posts, entrepreneurial quotes, telling stories, and you get like 20, 30 likes or, you know, a bunch of different comments. Do you guys realize that that's like 25 fresh leads to start a new chat with? Think about that for a second. And that's only one post. And these are people that are engaged with you now, that are like-minded in your world. So think about how powerful that lead source is. Now watch this. This is what you do. It's still the same thing that we've been taught forever. You know, I've been in the industry for, you know, I've been online for 15 years, but I've probably been in network marketing and training for 20 years. You know, I started in the industry when I was 18 years old. I'm 37 years old now, so close to 20 years. It's still the same, guys. It's all about organic marketing. It's all about, you know, building relationships. I look at Facebook like it's a big coffee house and I'm just kind of interjecting with people, but I can do it a lot more effective because it's the power of the internet and you got all these people, you know, at your, you know, right at your fingertips. So we want to follow the form method. So imagine this. Let me paint a scenario for you guys here. You make that post on, you know, Mark Cuban, right? You get 20, 25 likes, comments, etc. Now you go over, you click on their name, and I'll show you this in a second. But you're going to click on their name and you're going to actually open up a conversation. So how do you open up the conversation? Number one, friends and family. Hey, you know, and this is where I kind of do a little bit of homework. I'll go look at their photos and make a comment on, especially like if they have kids, like I have kids and a lot of you guys have kids on this webinar. And if you don't worry about it. You can find something else that relates to them that you can relate with and start a conversation with. Friends and family. You know, I would, for example, like let's say that it was a woman that commented on my post. I would go over, I probably never talked to her before, probably a brand new person, probably came from my Eric Worre strategy, right? And now I'm going to go over and make a compliment on one of her photos, something that I can start a conversation with that's relative to my life and it's relative to her life. That's what we call breaking down the walls. See how simple that was? I didn't go in there and be like, hey, you ever look at other ways of making money? You know, take a look at this link. Bam, right? No. Open the conversation with non-threatening things that are friendly. Everybody wants to talk about their family, right? So that's something, you know, or if it's, you know, like for example, guys, I play music. I play music on the weekends all the time. So if I find somebody that's got a guitar or piano in one of their pictures, I would go ask them a question. So how long have you been playing guitar? Do you play guitar? What kind of music do you like? Right? So these are non-threatening conversational openers. Okay. So that's number one. Ask a couple of questions about that. The second piece of the conversation, occupation. So what do you do for a living? You know, Rebecca, what do you do for a living? You know, really, how long have you been doing that? You know, ask 3 or 4 questions on each one of these main points here. Okay. So it takes a little bit of time, but you can get 10 of these conversations going at the same time because they're not all, you know, blitzing back the response. Sometimes people might respond back in an hour. So you want to have, so from your post, pick on 10 people that you've never talked to before and follow this method and watch what happens. Here's the awesome sauce, the magic. Recreation. What do you like to do? What inspires you? You know, people ask me that. I like to surf. I like to play music, right? People love to talk about what they want to do, what they like to do. Okay. So here, look what we're doing here, guys. We're only spending 5 to 10 minutes on this, but you're doing it between 10 to 15 people a day at the same time because it's all kind of happening at the same time. All right. Recreation. We talked about that. So ask questions about what they like to do. And then maybe they'll ask you what you like to do, etc. Then we like to talk about money. Okay. Number, you know, the M stands for money in the form method. Okay. Family, occupation, recreation, money. Now we want to talk about money. What's that, buddy?
You gotta love money.
Everybody likes to talk about money. And you know what the crazy thing, guys, is most people don't have enough of it. This is where you strike. This is where we have the solution. Okay. A lot of people are not successful in this industry. If you can show them a real, and here, I hope you guys are gathering this. What we're showing you here, you can teach this to them too. So you're providing a real marketing solution to your people that you're building a new following with. They might not be successful or they might not really like their company. Maybe somebody twisted their arm or brought them to a meeting or whatever, but they're not successful. You know, it's a sad but true story. you're learning something that is so amazing today on this webinar that can really change other people's lives if you practice this method and you get, good at it. It's all about practice, but this is really simple stuff. Talk about money. Are you making enough money? Do you like your job? Is it, what are your dreams? Money comes down to the dreams. What is it that, if time and money wasn't an option for you, what would you do more of? A lot of people answer travel, and then you can use these kinds of things. And I write this stuff down so I can use this in my conversation. And so here's where the awesome sauce is. So after you've gone through the 4 pieces, right? Okay. You've broken down the walls. Now it's time to slide in your first part of whatever your company recommends, maybe it's not even something that's that good. So maybe you want to make something else. Maybe you make your own sizzle call, because a lot of times some of the tools out there are just hideous, on introducing something. But after you've got into the money part, you're asking them key questions about, if money wasn't an option, if, time was an option, what would you want to do? Here's what I always like to say, guys. If I could, would you? If I could show you how to make that extra $500 a month, because like I get into conversations with people like, would an extra $1,000 a month help you with 500? These are the questions that are coming down from the money conversation. If I could, write this down, guys. If I could, would you? If I could show you how you could go on that vacation with your family that's going to cost you $5,000, and you can accomplish this in the next 90 days, would you take a look at a short 10-minute video? You know what 90% of the time they say? Yeah, send it over. It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard, but you just want to have multiple conversations going. Guys, do you guys realize what we're talking about here? 10 to 15 brand spanking new, hot people that you're actually talking to. Most people just spam stuff on their wall. They've never engaged with them. Nobody's going to work with those people. You've taken the time to break down walls, ask serious questions, get into their lives, and now they're going to be open to looking at what you have. A lot more than if you just posted a link on your wall. Andrew, what do you think, bud?
Yeah, it's so key. Building that relationship first. I mean, what I do is I will go to someone's profile and I'll look around at what they're about. You know what I mean? And immediately, if they don't have a profile picture, it's not someone I'm going to be networking with. If they have a picture of a car or something, not someone I'm going to be networking with. I want people to have real pictures, and that have multiple pictures, that are actually engaged in Facebook. You don't want someone that's just got one profile picture and they don't go on Facebook a lot. You can be very selective, and I will look at their pictures and do a brief scan of their wall. You can see what they're interested in. So if they're interested in football and you're interested in football, a great thing to do is just to bring it up in this subtle way. Bring up football and boom, or use a football analogy when you're talking to them. That will resonate with them, and it creates NLP, and it's super, super powerful. So as you're having a conversation with them, look at what they, look at the phrases that they use. Use an exact phrase. You know what I mean? People have certain ways of saying certain things. And if you use that exact same phrase, they're going to instantly like you. It's going to, create this powerful attraction factor that, works on the limbic system in the brain, and it's going to make it really easy for you to recruit. I mean, what we've got here, if you use these tactics and you do it consistently, you're going to see some crazy, crazy results from it.
Oh, absolutely, guys. What my record day, literally doing this, I had nothing else better to do. I really wanted to get a jump on my business. So I spent probably 6 hours doing this method. And I think I sponsored like 9 people in one day, and I didn't even know them. Okay. So, I mean, this is absolutely what can happen. One of the things Andrew was just talking about, like football, for example. So it's coming up on football season right now, right? Well, it's happening right now. So a lot of people are probably fans of your favorite team, for example. So maybe post something about, man, that really stunk last night when, Georgie dropped the ball or whatever, I don't know, like whoever the running back is for your team or whatever happened, then you can get all these people that are in your niche that like sports too. So it's like a cross-pollination of they're sports lovers and they're really interested in making money from home network marketing. Now you got something to relate with, and you can use that as a plan of attack to go start a conversation and implementing the form method. So it's really powerful. But let me show you guys this. Like, look at this. I didn't do much. I didn't even write a story here, but we just got our butts kicked in Orange Theory. Great time with my baby, right? So here's me and my wife, we're famished. We went to like our favorite Greek sub shop or whatever because we just got killed in this workout. So I got 30 likes on this, one comment. But look at this. When you click on the likes and you click on 27 others that like this, you can actually click on their name and go start a chat with them. So I've got 30 people to choose from here. Some of them I know and I would never pitch them. Some of them might be your friends, but that's okay. But at the end of the day, you've got, if you're doing 2 or 3 posts a day, entrepreneurial quotes, telling stories, or posting pictures of your kids or whatever, or events that are happening in your life, you don't have to tell crazy long stories. Don't read too much into it. I'm just saying try to do that once or twice a week, because that's what really draws people in when you're thoughtful and you got a brain and you can think on your own and you've got something to say. You've got a voice. People really resonate with that because they'll look at you as somebody they want to get to know better. Okay? So that's really what we wanted to cover just on, we didn't have a lot of time to go into it deep, guys. We got 3 hours of, content on this stuff. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but we wanted to show you kind of the flyover view of, what we do, step 1, 2, and 3. And if you consistently practice this, it's going to work for you. It's really that simple. I know you guys were thinking like, no way, it can't be that simple. It really is that simple. The problem is most people drop the ball is they do not, they're not consistent. They're not consistent.
Yeah, consistency is huge. It's these simple steps done consistently that bring success. And the other thing that is important is just practice. You may feel a little bit uncomfortable doing this at first, but there's no rejection when you do this type of thing. It's super easy, and you'll get better and better and better at it. And soon you'll be recruiting 3 to 5 people a week, which into your business, which, in any business, is going to be at least $1,000 a month, a week and probably more, you know what I mean? Cause I'd usually hit the bonuses, when I do that in a week and I get $1,000 bonuses. So implement it, take this and run with it, and, just be very consistent about it. And I just want to add, be selective. You don't need to be friend. You can target exactly the right person. There are millions of people on Facebook. Be selective. If someone doesn't resonate with you, don't bother. You know what I mean? Just find people that, you resonate with, that are positive. Those are the people that you want to network with, you want to build with, and that are going to join you in your business.
Yeah, that's a great point, Andrew. I mean, you can be selective because there's that many people out there, and when you're doing this method, I mean, you got hundreds of leads a month coming in, and it's just about engaging, following that process. And I promise you, I make you this promise, if you will actually do this and implement it 20, 30 minutes a day, you'll sponsor 3 to 5 people a week. Will everybody on this webinar do it? No. Some of you won't sponsor anybody. You know why? Because you really aren't implementing it. But there's some of you today that are watching this that are freaking out, and you've never really known this about Facebook. You never really knew the process. You just thought, hey, I'm going to share my link and let's see what happens. That's not right. And we just showed you, something of crazy value today. So we're back over on the PDF, guys. So
and once again, guys, we're going to give you on the at the end of this webinar, we're going to give you a PDF that you can use that's got some other tips that we didn't even talk about. We're going to give you that at the end of the webinar. All right. So awesome sauce. That was awesome, Jeremy. And I hope you guys can see the value here, see that you can use this to drive more revenue in any business starting today, starting right now. And we're going to do something nobody has done before, Jeremy and myself, and it's pretty crazy. It's never been done before. I want to share with you what that is.
Awesome.
All right. Now, I want you to remember you already got value no matter what today. You can put that into action. If that's all you got from this webinar, great. But we're going to give you a bonus PDF. So stick around to the end of the webinar to get that link. All right. So core beliefs. So I have this core belief, and it has to do with Zig Ziglar. And I think this is really important. So Zig Ziglar says, that in order to get what you want, you just have to help as many people get what they want. Okay. And it's a fantastic quote, but that's the perspective shift. And, when Jeremy brought this to me, it kind of made sense to me on this level. If we can just shift, if we can just give value, no matter what, you know what I mean? And something happens when you give a lot of value without expecting or demanding reciprocation in return from that exact person, because it will come back from a different way. It will come back from a different person, and it will be, reciprocated. And, the Bible goes into this too, with the story of the talents that Jesus gives out to people. Mm-hmm. So what our goal was is just, Jeremy came to me and he said, let's just help people, no matter if, what they're doing, what business they're in. Let's just help them learn how to market. And that's what we did. And that's what this whole principle is built around. So before we go any further, I have to give you this concept because it's so important. And, and the many people that I've coached, this has been the pivotal thing that they need to learn. It's called the mastery concept. Now, back when I was, starting out as an entrepreneur, a young entrepreneur, had no history in personal development, I came across Brian Tracy, and he has this winning edge theory. What he says is that it's a very slim margin, extremely slim, that separates the person from the top from the next person. And, I like to use the example of a real estate office. You go into a real estate office, you'll have one person that's making 80% of the sales. Okay. And I know that my dad's opened his own real estate company. So he knows this as well. One person makes 80% of the money. The other, 5, 10, people are sharing that last 20%. Now that one person who's making 80% is better, but they're only marginally better. It's a marginal improvement. And that's why if you can take this method that we teach you and you just refine it a little bit more every day, you're going to see massive, massive results. And you're going to be one of those people that's on stage, like me, accepting these huge checks and that Jeremy's done. And believe me, that will change your life. So I'm going to give you some real tips here. Teaching something makes you better at it. Okay. So I want you to take this whole concept and go and teach it. And this is what I learned from creating my own training academy. I had just videos at first, and then I realized, well, that's not working. I need some way to actually, not have people just watch a video, but for them to take action. That's why I want you to take action so badly right now. And the key is to focus until you've achieved the concept of mastery, right? So someone will watch a video, like we gave you this some training earlier, but you need to implement it right away. You need to get absorbed in this kind of training and just focus on that one thing until you've really mastered it. And believe me, the first time you watch it, maybe you might think you learn it, but you don't really learn it until you start doing it. But you cannot fail if you apply the mastery concept. And that is guaranteed. And I see that time and time again in my life and in the lives of my students who I've been able to change.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to unlock online marketing for you. I know this is a big puzzle for people. And in particular, I've had many people tell me I have a knack for being able to take the complicated world of online marketing and make it so it's accessible so people can start to get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to obliterate the confusion. We're going to introduce advanced marketing techniques that are easy to do and that you can implement. We're going to give you step-by-step blueprints that don't take a ton of time. What Jeremy showed you, that's 20 minutes a day. You know what I mean? It's not asking for a whole lot of time. It's something you can do if you work full time. And we're going to empower you to get to the level of mastery. That's the goal. Right now, you come in, you're an alkalite. We're going to get you to the level of mastery. And nothing can hold you back from success in anything that you do once you've unlocked online marketing.
That's right. Amen.
Yeah. So what we want to do is I want to give you a bonus. Okay. So first of all, let's just talk about the bonus. we're going to give you today on this webinar, okay, the FB Ninja Recruiting Tricks online marketing course, absolutely free. This is the A to Z of, what to say to people, exactly how to communicate with them. You're going to see live over the shoulder as, Jeremy and I invite close prospects into, business and actually close them live on video. You'll see how we transition them over to the phone. This is a complete step-by-step system that actually works for average people. And you will be sponsoring like a maniac on Facebook with a zero-cost marketing budget. There's nothing more you need to do. This is a $295 value, over 3 hours of video, and I want to give it to you as a bonus. But that's not all. Bonus number 2. Private access to ask us questions. We're going to respond the same day. This is in a Facebook group. You're going to get one-on-one attention and personal coaching. That's another $249 value. You're going to get weekly training tips and tricks on the latest and most effective sponsoring approaches. What's really working? What turns of phrases are, closing sales and building business and, getting people to join you. We're going to be sharing that with you. That's a $499 value. And you get a personal invitation to all of our coaching webinars for free. That's a $149 value. Bonus number 2 alone has a value of $1,146 in value. And that's pretty amazing. But that's not all. Bonus number 3 actually has a combined value of over $1,800. We are going to teach you in a multi-part Facebook Blitz training series. And these are going to be live webinars that you can attend and come to. How to create a fan page. As you build your brand on Facebook, how to attract more hot prospects, how to build a fan page right, how to do the branding the right way so that you can build a powerful fan page. And that's a $199 value. Plus, we're going to do another training on how to do laser targeting Facebook ads. This is what I've been asked to teach at some of the most, epic marketing events in the entire world. They want me to talk about Facebook ads. I'm going to teach you how to use the latest and greatest Facebook Ninja marketing techniques on a shoestring budget. You're going to be amazed with what you can accomplish with Facebook advertising when you do it the way that I tell you to do it. And that's a $499 value. That is big, big money. We're going to teach you how to scale your ads and how to retarget people that came to your website using custom audiences. That's a $199 value. You are sitting on gold mines right now, lists that you don't even know about, and I'm going to tell you about them and how to access them on that webinar training. We're going to teach you how to set up your very own capture pages, your sales videos, make you look like a rock star. It's easy. It's drag and drop. It's so cool. And that's a $399 value that is going to unlock that whole world for you, right? So it's pretty awesome. We're going to teach you how to build fan page likes at rapid speed where you keep marketing to them over and over again for free, okay? So how to build fan page likes, $129 value. And how to use viral videos in video Facebook ads. Guys, when we get to video Facebook ads, you can get cheap traffic for pennies. It is amazing the opportunities that are there right now, and that's a $400 value. So again, that's $1,825 value for bonus 3, and that should actually be bonus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But we just want to stack it just on the one page, just so it'll be a little bit clearer.
Awesome.
So guys, here's what you're gonna get, and reminder, the PDF is coming. The FB action plan, okay, step-by-step, 3 hours of video that's going to show you exactly and answer all the questions of recruiting on Facebook. You're going to get that. You're going to get the one-on-one help. That's an $1,146 value. The Facebook webinar series, bonus number 3, $1,825 value. We're going to get into one more bonus in a little bit, but I'm not going to mention that right now, and there's a reason for that. We'll get to that in a little bit. But the total value so far is $3,266 in real world value. And with what we teach you, you could make that back in your company in as little as a month or less, right? So we thought, man, I mean, what can we do to really get this to people? Because we had that vision of really, helping people. And so we thought, okay, 1997, how does that sound? And then I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So we said, strike that out and let's drop it down to $997. And that felt like a good number, but there was still something wrong. You know what I mean? The plan that we had was really, that would preclude a lot of people from being able to do this. So we said, forget about that. There's no cost. Okay. So there's absolutely no cost for those bonuses that we just mentioned. Okay. It's actually not for sale. And you can get it all for free for the next 72 hours. Okay. So you have to act in the next 72 hours to get this free. Okay. All that stuff. And here's what we came to. We had this major goal. Okay. Jeremy came to me and said, here's the thing, Andrew, let me help 100 people achieve a six-figure income. And I signed on to it and was like, that's exactly what I want to do. So this is the major goal that we had, the major driving force, helping 100 people achieve a six-figure income. And that's why we package this all together. All right. And what we realized is, you can't really mentor someone to a six-figure income for $997. It just doesn't make sense. If you look at the scales, $1,000 on one side, $100,000 on the other side. I mean, it just doesn't equate. The time requirement, all that stuff doesn't equate. So we needed some other way to do that, and really help people. Now, you do have to have some skin in the game. It is important that you're going to be able to understand this and be able to implement this. And we want to create an income for you this year by working with both of us directly. So you're going to get all of these bonuses if you simply decide to join our primary opportunity. And that begs the question, Jeremy, what the heck is this opportunity?
Awesome. Yeah, well, it's a great question, guys. And one of the things that I'm gonna share it with you like this. And I think I got a little echo coming on here. I'm not sure why. The 6 key factors, guys, in the industry that I looked at for the last 15 years now. I dropped the ball on this probably just like you guys have too. But one of the things that I have noticed just through my experience with, working with, several companies, I've been really successful with a lot of them. But I got to tell you guys, not one of them in my career had all 6 key factors. This is why I'm so super stoked and so excited. Me and Andrew are just so excited to be able to give back all of this training and stuff that we have perfected over years in order to apply it and work along with us in what we believe is the holy grail of companies that's ever come out in decades, simply because they hold the 6 key factors. And I'm going to give them to you right now. Number 1, you have to have corporate leadership. Guys, if you don't have corporate leadership and they don't know what they're doing, they have no vision, and they don't know what the field needs, and they don't understand what the field needs, and they just hem-haul around, and the customer support is terrible. I mean, how many people have been involved with a company that support is so bad? They just didn't get back. I mean, maybe great concepts, great ideas, but if you don't have corporate leadership, you're dead in the water. It's only a matter of time before it becomes shelved.
Yeah, Jeremy, I used to think that was one of the most overrated things about companies. And I saw a guy who coming with very little overhead, making a ton of money, and he just drove it into the ground. Wouldn't listen to my advice, wouldn't listen to the field. I've seen so many companies fail because of this. So it's kind of one of those things that I used to consider boring, but it's super important, super important. So you're right on the money with that.
I think that you just learn that over time. Sometimes you got to kind of experience it yourself, and that's what happens. A lot of people think they know it all, but at the end of the day, 15 years in the industry, corporate leadership in my book is essential. Team leadership, guys, I can't tell you how many people I've met in this industry that said, well, great company, but if I just had the right team, if I'd just had people that I could count on, to work with me, that weren't jumping to another company in 3 months. How many times that happens in our industry makes me sick to my stomach. I wanted to find something where we could plant our feet and plant our flag, and we had a 5 to 10 year run, no doubt about it. And we're going to show you why we can confidently say that here in a second. but product has to have mass appeal. I don't care how good corporate is or how good your team is, leadership. If you don't have a product, a real product that has massive global appeal, then it doesn't matter how good your corporate leadership is or your team leadership is. It's not going to work long term. Trust me on this, Andrew. This is huge, so huge. And how many times have you and I made this mistake? Like, we got in something that was just sexy and hot and cool, but it just didn't have that global appeal product-wise, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, you gotta, it's easy to convince yourself of, that a product seems like a good idea at the time, but you really got to look at the numbers. I mean, what do people buy? You know what I mean? There's a lot of, for example, like shake companies and stuff like that. And, the thing is, people don't want to change what they have for breakfast. You know what I mean? For me, I like a nice, I like bacon and eggs, I like stuff with high fat, to keep me going. And, that works for me, and a shake doesn't work for me,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a dime a dozen of those out there, but yeah, the product has to have mass appeal. Okay. Exceptionally lucrative compensation plan. Guys, tell me if you don't agree with me. Everybody on this webinar, everybody, even myself, even Andrew, we're about instant gratification. It's the world we live in, fast-paced, high technology. Everybody wants it now. Like if my phone loads 3 seconds too slow from opening up an application, I'm like, what is going on? It's so crazy how spoiled we are. It's because we become so accustomed to this fast-paced world that we live in. So apply that to your compensation. Everybody wants to make money right now. They want to make money fast, but they also want to make long-term. And a lot of the things that we're talking about in this point 4 is not only can you make great money in the beginning, but the most important thing is building it up and getting that true residual income that's allowed, me and Andrew to take off for a month at a time. I took off with my family to Florida when we lived in Ohio for 2 months because I had residual income. So this company provides the front and the back, which is creating the stability. So once you do it, you're going to keep getting that mailbox money. And that's something that we ain't seen in a long, long time. In the marketing system, oh my goodness gracious. You guys know from the beginning slides that's what I've done is built marketing systems for companies. I came in this thing, it was ready to go for me. I didn't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars putting together something for my team to be successful. The company already had it in place, and it was something just blew my mind. State-of-the-art marketing technology, simple touch and share presentations right through the mobile phone, which is where everybody's glued. It's absolutely crazy. And number 6, early timing and positioning. You guys never want to get involved in something when everybody's already heard about it. But, Andrew talked about he was the number 4 all-time recruiter in one of the biggest companies in our history, ViSalus. But it's not exciting today. Everybody's already heard about it. And, probably Andrew would even tell you he probably couldn't do it again if he decided to join that company today. So you know what I'm saying, brother? Like that.
I see your point, but I think I could because because of the power of marketing. You know what I mean? It might take me a little bit longer though.
Well, I guess I just mean the sheer fact that it's a lot easier to build something when it's fresh, new, and it's in that growth stage. It's in that upward climb momentum, where the wave is starting to break, and you're riding the wave of, momentum. And that's really the key, marketing. Marketing's the key for anything. But I just think timing and positioning is one of the 6 key factors that I decided and I focused on. I said, if I could find a company that had all 6, then we'd be good to go. Well, guess what? I found a company that has that and more, but they launched in May. Let me just tell you guys about their success. They are breaking records. You guys are all going to hear about them, but you're going to hear about it first tonight with us. Already paid out $1 million in commissions and sold $8 million of product since May. Okay. That's incredible. That's huge. And they're offering a $50,000 cash bonus. And with our training that we're giving away to you for free by working with us in our primary company, guess what? I believe some of you on this webinar can hit that bonus. Okay, that's just a bonus. Now, what is it all about? Well, it's in the travel space. I'm going to kind of let Andrew talk about this for a second, because we chose a company in this space for very, very many reasons. We're going to touch on a few of those, but just know that this company in the travel space has all 6 key factors in order for you to be successful and plant your flag.
Yeah, if you look at travel businesses, they've been around, and a lot of them do it the wrong way. But no doubt, a lot of the most successful people in the industry have made their money in the travel business because, hey, I mean, it's what people want.
Yep.
So on the next slide here, I want to take a step back here, because I think it's important that you need to understand, you need to unwind. Right now, anxiety is at an all-time high. The anti-anxiety prescription, drug companies are making a fortune selling that stuff because, people have a high anxiety. One of the reasons is social media and smartphones keep us plugged in all the time. You know what I mean? And people need time to decompress and need time to unwind, and one of the things that I've noticed, and I've read research papers about, rejuvenation leads to higher productivity. So for example, if I take a day off, that can make me more productive for, up to, 7 to 10 days, rather than just, working every day. So it's kind of counterintuitive. When you understand this, you can actually work less and be making more money. Life is too short not to be happy. It's really important that, a lot of people in our industry, or sometimes on Facebook, I see people celebrating like workaholicism, where people are proud that they work 80 to 100 hours a week. And, that's just not, making room for those other areas of life. Anything that's unbalanced is going to, run into problems. And from an emotional standpoint, people actually crave quality vacation time. And I want you to think right now, don't you crave quality vacation time? Maybe you took a trip this summer with your family. You know what I mean? That's what you go back to thinking about. You don't think of what you were, working on, a few months ago, let's say June, whatever, you don't know what you were working on that week, what paper, what report, what, whatever the case may be. It's about creating those experiences, and I think it's important to spend your money on experiences, not stuff, because at the end of the day, it's the experiences that matter. That's what makes a life magical. That's what makes you have an incredible life.
That's absolutely right. So guys, really quick, we cover all these bonuses. We're going to recap here in a second, but you're going to be able to get access to everything, $350 to get started in this travel company that we're talking about. $60 a month is a sweet spot auto ship. And here's what's cool. This is what's really driving companies that are around this range of monthly pay, your monthly commitment. These are the companies that are winning huge today. So they're spot on the price. But here, they took it a step further. 3 memberships equals you don't pay. It means you don't pay for, you have a free business, and you guys are going to knock that out in the first week working with us. Okay. Every 7 people that join your team, you get $1,000 bonus. Now you don't have to sponsor them, but guess what? We just gave you a remedy where you can sponsor 5 people a week on your own. Now, if your team plugs into our training, when we're going to show you that in a second, think about how many 7s you can get per week. That's $3,000 a week if you did it 3 times. That's $12,000 a month. That's more than the average. That's in the top 3% money earners in America. I don't know about Canada, but that's true. So this is what I mean by a lucrative compensation plan. And they have a genius mobile recruiting system, guys, that, we're not even really going to touch on that today, but just trust me, along with our marketing that we're going to show you, they have a standalone marketing system that you can just tap, send to people that and they will join this business. They're that good. The media that they have, the marketing videos they've created, they're the best we've ever seen, Andrew. I think they're amazing. Yeah,
exactly.
So guys, real quickly, we're going to kind of wrap things up here, but let's talk about the membership for a second. This is why we chose this travel company, because they do it. Nobody else does it the way that they do it. Meaning, and I'm going to explain to you how the travel industry works real quick so you understand why we chose this, as they have the elite travel product. Low cost, okay? The company's been around the membership's been around for 10 years. They have an 80% retention rate, and this membership sells for $7,000 to $10,000 in retail markets, okay? Only really, well-off people can afford this membership. But it's 110% price guarantee, meaning that they actually have this, in their disclosure. If you can find it cheaper than they can find it, they give you 110% money back. That's a pretty solid statement. That means that they're not worried about anybody finding a lower price. Okay, so
that's incredible.
That's pretty good right there. I mean, just that stuck out to me. Like, if they can put that as their ironclad guarantee, then they know that nobody can beat their prices. It's because of how it's set up, and that's why they do that, because they know they're never going to have to pay it back to you. Okay, so it's pretty cool, but it's a great marketing thing. They have real wholesale prices. All the travel companies in this industry, in the MLM space, network marketing space, affiliate space, they deal on the retail side. They white label it, and they're just like Expedia, and we're going to talk about that in a second. I'm going to show you why this is different and why that's why everybody wins over here with this product. Strong industry connections. The owners of this company have been in the travel space for 12 years, so they know what they're doing. They've got strong relationships. We have the exclusive rights to this membership. We're going behind the retailers. That's why it's not public. It's not online. It's a literally travel club where you have to pay $350 in order to even see the prices. It's like exclusive. It's legal issues. There's parity laws involved. So, you actually have to become a member in order to see these prices. That's powerful. Okay. So it's like the club. It's like having a black card at, American Express. People spend $5,000 a year for those things. Okay. So how does travel really work? Let's talk about that for a second. Then we're going to kind of get back to the meat of the webinar, and how we're going to help you. But we want you to understand why we've chosen this company. Okay. Expedia owns everybody except for Priceline, the negotiator you see on TV all the time, or the internet. Both of these companies are in the retail. Now, here's how travel really works. There is a travel agency involved in every sale of travel. If you go search something on Expedia, some travel agent somewhere got paid a commission. Here's how our travel company is different. It's a membership. We're going behind. We're not dealing with these people. We're going to the wholesaler that sold the travel to the retailers. Even with the other travel companies, I'm not going to mention any names, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. They all do the same thing. They make commissions off of the retail price, so they're not really offering a great deal on travel. Okay? Me and my wife just got back from a Hilton Head adventure for $200 for the week in a 5-star resort, because we have wholesale pricing. Okay? Nobody else in the industry has access to this product. We have the exclusive rights, and it's ironclad. And that's why we have sold over 15,000 memberships in the last, 60 days or something crazy like that, because it's that good. Okay. So a little bit, that's how travel works. But, Andrew, isn't life just like what you say about experiences with people you love, not things? You said that earlier, and I totally agree with you. Travel's not going anywhere. Travel's not going to be unpopular next year. It's kind of like one of those things. I mean, it's an $8 trillion industry. It's just never going to go away. People work in network marketing so they can go travel, and they're in other product companies. We're a part of something that we want to do all the time, and it's our business. So that just made so much sense to me when I saw the concept. That's why I decided to come to you about giving away this amazing training block that we've put, took us years to put together, so we could train people how to be successful in what we believe is the biggest industry in the world, and it has the best compensation plan for them to make money.
Yeah, so we're going to transform people's lives, financially. Working with us is also going to change the way you think, the way your life is, how rich it is, outside of the money. I mean, there's a lot of things going on here, because we really have a strong vision for where we're going with this.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to do another bonus. We said there was another bonus. This is it, this exact system. So you can actually pre-sale and send people to this training, which is going to be extraordinarily easy to do, because everyone wants to learn how to market they're going to see this training. They're going to get exposed to this company that we're talking about. And we'll give you some more information about this company in just a moment. When they decide yes, you're going to make the commission. It's a rejection-proof way to market your business, and you basically get to give away bonus 1, bonus 2, bonus 3, and bonus 4. So all that work that we've created, you get to give away it. And in this system where people are going to be exposed to joining your downline, they're going to get your link to join. And that's a $1,500 value. And Jeremy, I mean, I know I've designed marketing systems. I know you've made a big name for yourself in the industry, designing, some of the top marketing systems in the world. What do you think about this kind of system?
Here's why I love it, Andrew. And it's a great question. I mean, I want you guys on this webinar to, for those of you that are still here, because you're the ones that are important, you see the value here, and that's why you're still watching. This exact system is crazy. Think about this. You're getting over $4,600 in training, okay? That's going to be handed to you for free. And it's not a facade. This is real, like where you're working with us one-on-one. But this bonus number 4, we're going to show you how to market to this webinar. Guys, we're going to be running this webinar, okay, as part of our system, and you're going to be able to invite as many people as you want on a day-to-day basis to this system, give away $4,600 in training to your people, and they're going to join your team, and you're going to make those $1,000 bonuses. So like Andrew said earlier, you can't mentor somebody to 6 figures a year for $997. I mean, we could charge that stuff for this training easily all day long. We've done it in different marketing venues. For the first time ever, we're giving it away so we can help you grow a residual income working alongside of us. So we're going to build this team together, and we're going to show you how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, we could charge, $997 for all this and just keep all the money for ourselves. But, we want to turn into a system to help you. And because, honestly, we're going to make more money when you start using the system to make money. And, it's going to be way more than that. And, at the end of the day, it's about changing lives. That's the stage that we're in our career. Jeremy and I both have a lot of money, but we're looking to, do something different and to really, help people and move forward and help them achieve their goals.
Absolutely.
All right, so here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the FB action plan, which is the videos that teach you the step-by-step of recruiting on Facebook. After going through that, you're going to be able to recruit more than 5 people a week on Facebook with a 0 marketing budget. It's going to be crazy. Bonus number 2, one-on-one help, $1,146 value. Bonus number 3, all those webinar series videos that we listed out earlier. It's going to teach you all the different aspects of social media and Facebook, and how to use some of those things so you can start scaling up when you're making money. And I want you to think into the future. You're going to be able to you're going to be making money, so you're going to want to learn how to do Facebook ads because you're going to have money coming in by using the free methods that we teach. See, we've created this whole thing so that the average person can be successful. So that webinar series, $1,825 value, worth every penny and more. And bonus number 4, the low rejection marketing system, $1,500 value easily. It's a great system. Total value almost $5,000 in value, so $4,766, and you can get it all free right here today for the next 72 hours.
That's right.
So why a travel business? Well, I just want to talk about this for just a real brief second. Travel is what people want. You know what I mean? As I learned, when I studied copywriting and psychology before, one of the things I learned is you don't want to sell people what they need. You want to sell them what they want, because people will always find money for what they want. 3 referrals and your business is free. What I love about that is that, using this system, anyone, and I mean anyone, can get this business and have a free marketing business where you're not paying anything a month. And, just by using this system that like bonus number 4 that we talked about. I do a lot of studying in the industry, and the $60 a month that you're not going to be paying because you're going to get 3 people, but that's the ideal auto ship. Those companies that have a low auto ship, $60 to $80, those are the ones that are growing and that have the retention. You know what I mean? There's companies that have tried, with shipping and everything, people are paying $150, $200 a month on auto ship. They last a maximum of 90 days, and the business just tanks. And it's churn and burn, and that's not the model that's really working. That's not what people are joining. This is kind of the price point that is really attractive to people. Of course, travel is really attractive. This is the easy path to real residual income, folks, and I'm talking about real residual income. Imagine checking your mailbox and getting your checks every week coming in. Boom, you go to the mailbox, another check. I mean, it's really addictive. I love it, and I love residual income. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to work with real leaders who have proven duplication, and that is a big thing. There's a lot of people in this industry who can actually prove duplication. Not many of them. Jeremy and I can, and you get to use this exact system. So leads are no longer going to be a struggle. You don't need to worry about marketing. All that's taken care of. You just need to get started in this business right now today.
Awesome. So again,
you're going to get bonus number 1, the FB Ninja Recruiting Tricks online marketing course. You're going to get this absolutely free. You're going to learn how to sponsor like a maniac on Facebook with a zero-cost marketing budget. This is a step-by-step system that actually works for average people, and both Jeremy and I have seen it working for people. We've gotten tremendous feedback on it. Over 3 hours of personal webinar training. You get to look over our shoulder, watch how we prospect, how we invite, how we close cold prospects. So these are people that we've never talked to in person. Close them right on Facebook into our business live. That's a $295 value, and it's going to answer all the questions that you have about what to say, how to engage them, how to put them on the phone. What do I say if they ask me this? What if they ask me how much money I've made? All that stuff. We've got you covered. So you don't need to worry about that. We have the perfect answers for all that stuff. Bonus number 2, you're going to get private access to us in a Facebook group. You get to ask us questions, $249 value. You are going to get one-on-one attention and personal coaching. And guys, sometimes you just have a question, about Facebook. And, that's a problem with, video learning is, you need that feedback loop where you can actually ask someone live. You get that weekly training tips and tricks on the latest, most effective sponsoring approaches, what's working for us, and personal invitation to all of our coaching webinars for free, $149 value. You add all of those up, we're at $1,146 in real world value. Pretty amazing, Jeremy.
I think it's amazing. Bonus number 3, Andrew, this is like the kicker. How to create a fan page, build a brand on Facebook, attract even more hot prospects. This is what Andrew was talking about, scaling it up. Once you learn these free methods and you're starting to make money, in the company, that we're talking about, we're going to talk about that in a minute. This bonus number 3 is really how to take you from the novice, which you can, you know what, guys, that's not a novice signing up 3 to 5 people a week. You're a rock star. Okay. But, this is where, you can get into some crazy numbers by learning, how to do laser targeted Facebook ads. Andrew's probably the best I've ever seen anywhere. It's one of the things that attracted me about, wanting to become friends with him, years ago, was because he was a Facebook stud when it came to target marketing. And I used to just drive him crazy about it. And, it's funny how we became friends, but anyways, he's one of the best at, Facebook targeted ads, paid ads on a shoestring, but he's going to show you, some just tricks around that to really hone in and, save money. So I'm excited to, watch that webinar as he unveils that. But how to scale your ads and retarget people. This is a ninja trick that a lot of people don't know about. And once you can learn this, you're, getting leads for pennies on the dollar. How to set up this is something that I really like to teach guys, is setting up capture pages, sales videos, what to say. It's all about attracting yourself. So we're going to take you from the novice, where we're starting, and we want to make you the expert with, creating sales videos, and you look like a rock star, really becoming an attraction marketer that you need to be. to really take your business to the next level. How to build fan page likes at rapid speed. This is very key and important. And also, this is a brand new thing out, guys, that people are just starting to implement. A lot of people don't know about it at all. But video ads, Facebook's trying to overtake YouTube right now. And so videos are huge on Facebook, and they have video ads, and you can steal other videos that are out there that have huge viral activity, and you can use those to market in your ads. And we'll be talking about all that stuff on that webinar. So that's bonus number 3, $1,825 value, guys. And that should be that's like 7 bonuses in one page. So but again, Andrew, bonus number 4, in my opinion, is the one that takes the cake, because they get to apply bonus 1, 2, and 3 coupled together in bonus number 4, which is this exact system that you're on right now. You're going to send people to this training. They get value, get exposed to this company. When they decide yes, you get to make the commission every $7,000, okay? And we're going to show you how to do that over and over and over again, week in and week out. Rejection-proof way to market. And, next week, guys, our first kickoff, we're going to do a bonus training. We don't even show this in the slides. But we're going to show you how to invite people to this webinar to actually implement this system. It's going to be a bonus thing. It's going to be on the first webinar as part of bonus number 3. But again, you get to give away bonus 1, 2, 3, and 4, almost $5,000 in value for a $350 enrollment into our primary company. And remember, the person that invited you to this webinar, okay, they're a part of the system. Okay, so if you got invited by anybody other than Andrew and myself, that is going to be the person that's going to enroll you into the travel company, and then you're going to be able to unlock your bonuses. So I want you to understand that's how it's going to work for you. It's happening to you right now by watching it, but once you implement this, it's going to start happening for you. You get 20, 30 people on this webinar, 5 people say yes. You just made a bunch of money because you're applying these bonuses that we're giving to you for free, and you're building a true residual income. Andrew.
Yeah, it's incredible. And we are so excited about, because I know that this system that we've set up, it works and it converts, and, it's crazy because, we're giving away so much, for someone to join a business that, is going to be free for them within 90 days. It's incredible, guys. And, we're going to make a lot of 6-figure earners with this.
Absolutely. I'm super stoked. So again, you're going to get bonus number 1, FB Action Plan, $295 value, one-on-one help. Bonus number 2, Facebook webinar series. That's all those bonuses that we just went into high detail with, $1,825 value. Bonus number 4, that's this low rejection marketing system, over $1,500 of value, where you're going to be able to invite people through this, offer these bonuses, give it away for them to join you in our primary company. And that's something that you're going to do here after the webinar. So we're going to show you how to do that here in a second.
Yeah, and remember, guys, all this stuff that you learn, this is knowledge that you get to keep. You can take this and, make money from it whatever way that you want to. You know what I mean? And that's the magical thing about, when you learn great marketing and great information. I will always contend that, subpar information will hold you back, will slow you down. But if you have the premier information that's going to unlock this stuff for you and you implement it, boom, you're going to create a lot of, of success in your life.
Yeah, you can take it with you anywhere. That's the cool thing. So you can't really put a value on that. So here's how to get started, Andrew. The next step, guys. How do we get started? Well, guess what? You can't get signed up in the travel company like right now. We're not going to throw you a link right now. It's how our system works. You need to fill out this application. You're going to want to go over to www.fbactionplan.com/app. Okay. You're going to get access to module 1 immediately after completing your application. So do that right now. Go to fbactionplan.com/app. Fill out that application. Okay. It's going to give you immediate access to module 1. Okay. And then Andrew, do you want to tell them how they're going to get access to everything else?
Yeah, so I think it's important right now. You just go to fbactionplan.com/app. If you have questions about, the company or, need more information, that's fine. We'll someone on the team will certainly get back to you. But yeah, get that right away. And then after you're approved, you'll get access to all the other bonuses and all that stuff. But we want to make sure that people want to get right in and get started, could at least start accessing that stuff right away.
Right. Yeah, you're going to get unlocked all the bonuses we talked about once we've confirmed your enrollment for the 350 into our primary company, and we're going to show you how to do that. All you got to do is go over to fbactionplan.com/app. Everything else will be explained to you once you get inside the members area and start accessing, the first videos. That's right, Andrew?
Exactly. Yep.
I'm kidding.
All you got to do is go to fbactionplan.com/app. That starts the process. You're going to get instant access, and and that will get the ball rolling for you.
That's absolutely cool. So again, guys, download your free bonus PDF. For those of you, you're going to be able to follow what we just talked about live, showing you Facebook today, fbactionplan.com/PDF. Go download that now. And that will be a written document that you can, use to kind of use as a refresher. Okay. But again, next step, main thing, guys, complete the application. Go to fbactionplan.com/app, and you're going to get access immediately to the first bonus videos, which is that 3-hour video series. You're going to get access to the first video, and then from there, we're going to show you how to unlock the rest of the bonuses. But just worry about filling out the app right now. We want to make sure you do that. fbactionplan.com/app.
Yeah, so guys, we're not asking for any money right now. All you need to do is fill out that application, and you're going to get that. But I just want to talk, a little bit about the concept of money. You know what I mean? Money basically buys things. You know what I mean? You're in a situation right now where you probably, you have a job and, you got money coming in from somewhere. What you're doing is just going and joining this company. You're going to get to learn all this information and, really learn how to market. You're going to unlock online marketing for you. So marketing is never going to be a problem for you again once you join us in our primary company. And you know what? Money replenishes. You know what I mean? You put some money on this, you're going to get, your check, your next, paycheck in a couple of weeks, or, whatever the case may be. And you also have an income stream. You know what I mean? So this becomes a profit center for you and for your family. You know what I mean? Because not only do you get to go on these vacations, but this is going to turn into a major income stream for you. So I don't want you to think just, oh, I'm going to save all this money on travel. I'm going to, get cheaper rates than Expedia and Travelocity and Priceline and all this stuff. No, not only are you getting that, but you're getting an income center, an income stream that, will produce passive income. You're going to get paid weekly, and it's going to be amazing. So go to fbactionplan.com/app. Let's change your life. Let's hope you're one of the 100 people that we're going to turn into a 6-figure income in the next year, because I'd really love for that to happen to you and to hear your story as that's happening to you and as you're achieving those goals.
Yeah, guys, we can't wait to work with you. So get over there to the fbactionplan.com/app, fill that out, and the rest will be taken care of after that. So again, we look forward to, obviously giving you these bonuses. $295 value, the 1146 bonus 1, 2, 3, 4. You've seen this slide. We're driving this home because we want you to understand the power that's being given to you today, what's being offered you today by joining us in our primary opportunity. Okay, for only a $350 enrollment fee. Okay, total value $4,766, and you get to use the exact same system, give away all these bonuses to build your business alongside with us. It's absolutely incredible.
And remember, guys, you've gotten value today. You've gotten a light version of the FB Action Plan, that talks about some of the basics. But once you start to understand, some of the specific systems that we use inside the FB Action Plan, you're going to be blown away. You're going to wonder how you ever, why it took you so long to get started doing this. And you can give all these bonuses away. I mean, this is just fabulous, just to kind of get people on this webinar and build your business in a very passive, no rejection method. I love it, and I know that that we're going to change a lot of lives here, Jeremy. That's what I'm excited about.
I can't sleep because I know what's about to happen for a lot of people. And, the travel company that we're a part of, Andrew, it just blows my mind, the kind of money that people are making and the money they're saving on trips. And that's why, we came up with this concept, guys. We know how big this company is, and we want to be the biggest team. So we just said, you know what, we're giving it all away. We're giving away the farm. You guys can have all of this stuff that we've learned for years to learn how to build this primary business. Only thing you got to do is join us in our primary, or join the person that invited you to this webinar. Very soon, you're going to get a link inside the members area, and I'm going to show you guys, the first bonus. Again, I want to reiterate, we're going to show you how to invite 10 people organically to this exact same webinar for you on your behalf, so you can get started, making those $1,000 commissions. Okay, right away. This is going to happen very quickly. So get over to fbactionplan.com and fill out that app. fbactionplan.com/app.
Yeah, you've got to. It's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
All right, guys. So that's what you got to do right now. I know you're curious about this company. I know you want to have more information on it, and I know you want to get started learning right away. So go to fbactionplan.com/app. Scratch that itch, or it's going to be bugging you for the rest of your life potentially. Go to fbactionplan.com/app. Let's get started. Let's start working together. And the person that enrolled you is going to give you a call back, see if you have any questions, and we'll just take things from there and get you into our group, into our selective group. We want to help you. So go to fbactionplan.com/app, and we'll see you on the inside.
Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for coming, and we will see you on the inside. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Jeremy.